What is happening, everyone? Hope you're all doing well. Basically, I'll walk through GBPUSD price action for last week, and the week was I've got it written here. It was the 1st to the 6th of April. Now, price action was very good and very clean this week. With our weekly recap to the group, basically exactly what we wanted to see happened. We had in the week previous a big run to the downside. So basically, we just wanted to see a bit of a retracement, possibly with taking the liquidity we had actually taken on a higher time frame, possibly push back up. So basically, sitting on the 15-minute, which is where we need to be for intra-session trading. Basically, all we were looking for was a retracement to begin. Now, coming into Monday here, we were down here. We got a sweep of our Asian highs here. Now, we've got to understand we were still bearish. So this either an inducement or bullish break here needed a retracement, and we had these equal lows here, which we wanted to come take. So this trade was actually sent out to the group, and we took it live as well. And all we got was an entry model after taking these highs. This did result in a break even. I don't even think our 1 to 3 protocol was hit. I believe from memory, yep, 1 to 2.5 didn't actually give us our point where we could take 50% off the table. So a nice little break even to start the session. This does fit our entry requirements. Enough liquidity taken in terms of momentum. We're going in the right direction, timing, and a couple of other things we discussed in the group. So coming into New York session, this one wasn't taken live with the group, but this trade here was actually very valid. Unfortunately, there was news here that did wick me out at break even again. So I actually took this one. Basically came into a point that we had set up for London, and then swept equal lows coming into this point. Got a 1-minute break to the upside. Now this did create equal highs. You could have entered off of that, and your stop loss would have been a little bit lower and possibly not got stopped out with news. But I didn't like the equal highs build up. We could have got one more sweep. We've got session timing beyond us and a couple of other low time frame confirmations we liked. Basically got at that break of structure. Limits set based on liquidity. Tap in went very low. I would say 1 to 2 maybe. Yeah, 1 to 2. And these were our high time frame targets, which we had talked about in the group that we wanted to come and target. And basically stopped out, break even. News went, and then this trade went for the entire week. Didn't even come back to break even. So very nice trade. Unfortunately, didn't catch the follow through on that. Then coming into Wednesday, London session, we got basically the same thing as what we saw here. This one was called live to the group, and a bunch of people took it. I took this myself. I actually got stopped with spread here at break even, but some did hold. So basically take out the Asian lows, take some liquidity, which fit an entry requirement. Got an entry confirmation on the 1 minute, which was just an internal break of structure and liquidity build up. Quite simple. Liquidity underneath with an inducement into a mitigation, 4.4 pip stop loss, and good to go. Now, you could have covered that point a little bit lower, which probably would have stopped me getting stopped out. But once again, stopped out at break even. Did take 1 to 3 off the table here because it actually did run 1 to 5 before it came back down, and then hit those high time frame targets, which our first target, which was where my take profit was, which was 1 to 20. So, when the market's like this, we're loving it. You've had 2 back-to-back trades that you could have caught, basically 1 to 20s. This one was a bit unlucky because of that news timing, but this one was very clean. And we had that news to follow through as well. So a bit unlucky we got taken out with spread here, but that's all a part of the game. We did have a couple in the group that actually stayed within that. So that was quite nice to see. Basically, coming into New York session, there was nothing just because of how bullish we were. There was a whole bunch of news events as well. So coming into that next day, which was Thursday, we'd come into our point, had a mitigation of a 15-minute structure point, and come into a supply point at the top here, which created that break of structure. This is just the decisional because we did have this internal liquidity here in this hourly point. But we were expecting basically a build up below that, which is what we got. A smart money trap created, took out that 15-minute high as well. So we've taken a whole lot of liquidity. Basic entry requirement, 5-minute break of structure, limit set. Now this limit was actually called as well to the group. It was called 4 hours before it actually tapped in. So this went just shy of 1 to 5, which was a nice little easy trade. Managed to correctly guarantee to get profits and then break even on the way up. Now, This is the best trade I've seen basically for a couple of weeks now. We've taken this hourly liquidity. We just hopped off the charts because it's a bit late into New York session living in Australia here. So we weren't up for this, but very, very clean liquidity taken, 1 minute entry model. EU did the exact same thing. So there was no difference in those. Very, very simple entry model, even off just an internal break limit set. So this basically ran the rest of the week, 1 to 30 on the way down. Now, no trades in here. There was a buy here, but it wasn't a plus, so I'm not going to walk through it. The people in the group did see this, and I did do a breakdown of this as well as all the other ones. So that was basically the week recap for just gone. Very, very clean possibilities. Some were caught, some weren't. Profitable week with a very, very possible high probable week. 1 to 30, 1 to 30, 1 to 20, 1 to 20, 1 to 6, and 1 to 20. No losses this week, which is always nice, but very, very nice trades for a very, very profitable week. So yes, all these trades are walked through within the group. We do break these down. Dylan breaks down the EU ones, I do the GE ones, but all of these are broken down and talked into depth, whether we took them, what we saw, why the entry models were taken, and so on. So make sure you guys, if you guys are interested in that and trading live with us, that'll be first thing in the description. Thanks for tuning in for this week. Hopefully we get another good week of price action this week. We have updated the members with basically our outlook for the week as well. So that's also included if you're interested. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week for next week's recap.